Hello, everyone. This is Blake, and I am going to tell you Maestri Story of English. In this story, you can learn English a lot and stay till end with me to know about all story. And if you like the story, subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get notification of every video. So let's start about story. The Hidden Truth, Episode 5, Rough Waters. The speedboat cut through the dark waters, its engine roaring as Lisa, Daniel, and Dr. Carter sped away from the chaos at Pier 17. The distant gunfire had faded, but they weren't safe yet. Daniel scanned the waters. Are they following? Lisa kept her eyes on the controls. Not yet, but we need to lose the tracker. They'll have tagged us. Carter groaned, clutching his wounded shoulder. We can't just keep running. We have the evidence now. We need to use it. Lisa nodded. Agreed. But first we need to disappear. I know a place. The ghost town. 2 hours later, they docked at an abandoned marina on the outskirts of the city. Overgrown docks and crumbling buildings loomed in the moonlight. No cameras, no cell towers, Lisa said. We can regroup here. Carter sat on an old crate, wincing as Lisa patched his wound. We need to release the files. If we sit on this too long, they'll find us. Daniel pulled out Lisa's laptop, plugging in the flash drive. It's encrypted. We need time to break through. Lisa rubbed her temples. And time is exactly what we don't have. The decoding begins. Lisa's fingers flew over the keyboard. Line after line of code filled the screen as she worked on decrypting the files. Carter looked over her shoulder. How long? Depends on how good their encryption is, Lisa muttered. It could be minutes. It could be hours. Daniel stood by the window watching the road leading to the marina. Something doesn't feel right. Then, the laptop beeped. The encryption was breaking. Lisa's eyes widened. We're in. Daniel turned. What does it say? Lisa scrolled through pages of classified documents. Project Eclipse isn't just a surveillance program. It's a full-scale population control system. This isn't just about spying. It's about rewriting history, erasing people, and controlling narratives. Carter exhaled. My God. Daniel pointed at a flashing icon. What's this? Lisa clicked it. A map appeared, highlighting a remote facility. Deep in the mountains, Lisa's face darkened. That's where it all leads, the core server. If we can destroy it, we erase their power. The attack plan. They spread a map on the table. We can't just walk in, Daniel said. It'll be heavily guarded. Lisa smirked. That's why we don't walk in. We fly in. Carter raised an eyebrow. Do we have a plane? Lisa grinned. Not yet, but I know where to get one. Breaking in. The trio made their way to a small private airfield. It was lightly guarded, just a few men patrolling the hangars. We need that plane, Lisa whispered, quietly. Daniel moved first, taking down a guard near the fuel station. Lisa and Carter slipped through the shadows toward the nearest hangar. Then, an alarm blared. Lisa cursed. So much for quiet. Gunfire erupted. The team sprinted toward the plane, ducking behind crates as bullets whizzed past. Daniel jumped into the cockpit, flipping switches. Lisa, now would be a good time to fly. Lisa revved the engine as Carter fired back at the guards. The plane lurched forward, rolling down the runway. Come on, Lisa muttered. The plane lifted just as bullets ripped through the air behind them. We're in the air, Lisa shouted. Below them, flashing lights and black SUVs flooded the airfield. They had made it, but just barely. The final target. As they soared toward the mountains, Lisa checked the fuel gauge. We won't have enough to get back. This is a one-way trip. Daniel nodded. Then let's make it count. Carter loaded his weapon. One way or another, we finish this. Ahead, the facility loomed, hidden deep within the wilderness. The heart of Project Eclipse. Lisa gripped the controls. Next stop, the truth. The Hidden Truth, Episode 6. The storm approaches. The plane cut through the night sky, turbulence shaking the cabin as Lisa, Daniel, and Dr. Carter braced themselves for the mission ahead. The mountain facility, the core of Project Eclipse, loomed on the horizon. Lisa adjusted the controls. We'll have to jump. There's no way to land without alerting them. Daniel's grip tightened on the parachute straps. Great. Just what I wanted. A death-defying skydive into enemy territory. Carter exhaled. We don't have a choice. We take the server down or the world never knows the truth. Lisa checked her watch. We go in 10. Get ready. The drop. The plane flew low, its lights off to avoid detection. One by one, they leaped into the darkness, the wind roaring in their ears. The facility glowed beneath them, its security patrols moving in precise formations. Lisa landed first, rolling into the cover of trees. Daniel and Carter touched down moments later. Is everyone intact? Lisa whispered. Define intact, Daniel muttered, dusting himself off. Carter adjusted his gear. No turning back now, let's move. Infiltration. They navigated through the dense forest, reaching the facility's perimeter. A high fence, topped with razor wire, blocked their path. Lisa pulled out a small explosive charge. This should do the trick. She placed the device, and with a muffled pop, a section of the fence fell away. The team slipped inside, moving between shadowy corridors and towering surveillance cameras. Daniel tapped Lisa's shoulder. We need a way in. Lisa scanned the area and pointed at an access tunnel beneath a loading dock. There, that's our entry point. They hurried inside, unaware that the security system had just flagged an anomaly. The core inside, the facility buzzed with activity. Scientists and guards moved through the stark white hallways, unaware of the intruders lurking in the shadows. Lisa led them to the server room. This is it. If we take out, we erase everything they've built. Carter pulled out a virus-loaded drive. Once I plug in, there's no undoing it. Daniel kept watch. Then let's not waste time. Carter approached the central console and inserted the drive. A progress bar flashed on the screen. 5%, 75%, 90%. Then, the alarms blared. They know we're here, Daniel shouted. Lisa spun toward the door as security forces stormed in. Hold them off. We need more time. Scene 5. The last stand gunfire erupted. Daniel and Lisa took cover behind overturned desks, returning fire as guards flooded the room. Carter watched the screen desperately. Come on, 99%, 100%, it's done. Carter yanked the drive out. Lisa grabbed a nearby explosive device. Then let's make sure they never recover. She activated the charge and tossed it toward the mainframe. Go! They sprinted out as the explosion tore through the room, flames consuming the servers. Scene 6. Escape and Aftermath. The trio raced through the corridors as chaos erupted around them. Guards scrambled, alarms shrieked, and backup forces swarmed in. Exits ahead, Lisa shouted. They burst outside just as a massive fireball rocked the facility. The core of Project Eclipse was gone. Daniel collapsed onto the ground, gasping, "Tell me, that was worth it." Lisa checked her secured drive. Every file, every secret, every name, sent to every journalist, every whistleblower. Carter smiled weakly. Then it's over. Lisa looked back at the burning facility. No. This was just the beginning.